Hi, my name is Paul Elliott. I teach instrumental music at SOTA, and it's been my 18th year teaching. In this mini-term course, I'm in charge of helping students build acoustic instruments and then figuring out how to amplify them and make them loud enough to be heard by the audience.
Hi, my name's Johnny Devine, and I'm the kind of digital master for our mini-term that we're teaching here, helping students programming mainly with Arduinos and microcontrollers to try to create digital square waves and MIDI controllers that can go into computers to be synthesized into sound. I'm also helping students a lot with our metal shop. We have some students that are using our welding equipment to make really interesting instrument bases and stands, cutting and forming wood, working with acrylic, and making sure that they're staying safe.
My name is Peter Rutter, and in this mini-term I'm teaching analog synth design as well as any of the mathematical analysis we need to do to tune instruments and find the frequencies that put things in scales.
This mini-term is called Music Makerspace Live, and we are helping students design analog, digital, and acoustic musical instruments, forming them into groups, and we've rented a concert venue that we'll use to have students showcase their creations by creating original music for their band.
I'm really excited about this class because I think it's a great example of project-based learning. Instead of having these compartmentalized projects that don't really have any public audience, students are really motivated by the end goal of this class, which is the public concert. That motivation is much more impactful for the students right now than just saying that they've got a grade that they have to earn at the end of the class.
Our concert for Music Makerspace Live will be on Tuesday, January 29th at the Normanna Hall at South 15th and Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Hilltop, Tacoma at 7 p.m. It's free and open to the public.
Building synths from analog circuits can get quite complex. And so to actually reduce the complexity, we want to use a chip that was used in the Prophet 5 from the 80s and use it in our analog circuit design. Right now, we don't even have that chip in there. We're having to use a dummy chip so that we can financially afford to pay for the real chips, which are much more expensive.
A lot of the electronics that I'm working with require microcontrollers that I would like to have students integrate and be able to keep inside their instruments, primarily the Arduino microcontrollers, such as the Maker Zero board, which has a native USB allowing it to really communicate well with MIDI synthesizers, helping any way that you can to make sure that students have access to the widest possible selection of resources will certainly make the students get the fullest experience.
There's a number of student instruments that, being acoustic, are not producing enough sound, and we are worried about amplification. It's a little bit out of our budget to provide pickups and other ways of amplifying acoustic instruments. And that's our biggest problem right now.
Your support will allow our students to finish their ambitious designs that we otherwise could not afford to do. We want to thank you for your support, and please consider, if you're local, of coming to our concert on January 29th.